Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So guys, it's Sunday and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I wanted to come on because I have some plans today to get some things done. Woke up this morning kind of tired or whatever, but my husband asked me, what are my plans for today? And you know what? My plans are for today is to get organized. Now, how many, I want to ask you guys a question and I want you to answer below. How many of you guys have thrown out fresh produce after forgetting about it in your refrigerator or not being prepared because you're not using it because you don't want to have to cut it up, you just want to take it and go? How many of you have wasted produce? I'm going to raise my hand because I do it a lot. I do it. I'm trying, guys, this week. I can't promise it will happen next big 2 weeks, but I'm going to try today. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to prep all my stuff, especially that I'm trying to eat better. I want it to be right at my fingertips. So if I'm hungry, I'm going to say to myself, before I want that carb, which if I'm craving, like if I'm hungry, like sometimes I just want a carb. Before I'm making myself a promise that I'm going to try something other than a carb before I go to get the carb. This way I have a better chance of eating something better for me than something that's going to raise my sugar. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, guys. So right now, what I'm going to do is today is here on the video, I'm going to prep. Tonight I'm going to make, I have a craving for Applebee's boneless chicken. Guys, their boneless chicken there. Their boneless chicken wings are amazing, so good. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do exactly like Applebee's, but I want to do them like them because they're so good. So I'm going to prep my chicken for that. It's only 1 o'clock, so I'm not eating till later, but I'm going to get it all done. I'm going to bread it and everything, so this way it's all ready. It has to go in the refrigerator and stay there until we're ready to put it in the air fryer. This way it's all done, less stress later on, because I'm telling you guys, I'm exhausted. Yesterday was Saturday, and we went to a community garage sale, if you guys saw on my post. You can see that video if you go check it out. We walked a lot, and it did my back in. Then after that, I came home for a little while. Then I went to Aldi and Sam's, guys. So I am exhausted. Today I feel much better. I'm refreshed and all that, but I can't do that much today. So I'm just going to sit at my table, guys, and have a chat with you and get these things prepped. So that's what I'm doing. We're going to start out, I'm going to show you. I have celery. I have these carrots that are already cut up that I cut up the other day. So this I'm not going to do anything with. This is fine. I have zucchini that, guys, if I can tell you the last time I bought zucchini, the last 3 times that I have bought zucchini, at least 2 times, if not 3, I have ended up throwing them out. Get down, Cooper. Give me 1 second. And now he's trying to get. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to take a little break because I had to get Cooper away. He was taking leftover pizza off the counter right in front of me, and he got a piece on the floor, so I had to chase. I'm out of breath, but I'm gonna breathe through it, guys. I'm gonna breathe through. Anyway, what I was saying was, the last 2 or 3 times I have bought zucchini, it sits up there and I have thrown it out from rotting because I always look at it and I say, oh, I got to prepare it. Some days I just don't feel like doing it and it gets wasted and it's just absolutely ridiculous. So since I'm preparing celery, I'm preparing a head of lettuce. I find lately that the lettuces, that the salads in the bag are going kind of bad, and especially from Aldi and Walmart a little quicker. So I didn't buy the salad in the bag. I did yesterday. We did have a Caesar salad that was in the bag. I'm just going to buy the salad in the bags a couple at a time because if I don't eat it, then it rots in there. You don't know how much salad has rotted in my refrigerator in the bags, guys. So I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not wasting the money anymore. I'm done with it. So what I did was I bought a bag of Caesar salad. We had that for dinner last night. And I bought a big head of iceberg lettuce, figuring it would last longer. So I'm going to cut it all up, not in shreds, but just like in pieces, and then we can cut it up as we want to use it. I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag so it's all prepped and ready for sandwiches, for wraps, for whatever. The zucchini I'm going to slice up, put in bags so it's all ready for, I could just throw some in the pan for myself because nobody else likes zucchini. or I can put it on the barbecue. I'll probably leave a couple long wide, big, so I can put them on the barbecue. I like them on the barbecue. Or I could put them in my barbecue tray, would be fine too. But yeah, so I want to be able to utilize the zucchini instead of throwing it in the garbage. Cucumber, I'm going to slice up and put in the bag, so that's all fresh and ready. Scallions, I'm just going to cut them I'm not going to cut them really small, just like in halves, and put them in a Ziploc bag. Now, guys, this is the story here. Look, let me show you. I got peppers that I'm going to slice up. Love to have peppers like, to dip in ranch or just to put in like some stir fries or whatever. So I'm going to slice up these peppers. I haven't made roasted peppers in a while. Really got to be making, I don't even have any in there. I got to make them. This, guys, I bought yesterday at Aldi, okay? We were at Aldi yesterday, like I said, and I was craving cantaloupe, and I picked this up, and it doesn't look amazing, but it smells like it's ripe, like it's ready to be cut. So you can hear it and all that. So I'm going to cut this up today because if I leave this another day or two, I guarantee it'll be bad. I told you guys, love Aldi to death. 95% of the things there are amazing, but their produce is very, very touchy. You get it, you got to watch it and eat it a couple of days later. Otherwise, it's bye-bye in the garbage. So just be careful and cautious with your produce from Aldi. Okay, guys? That's it. So we're going to cut this up too, and we're going to get it all going. What should I do first? I think I'll do the celery first. Let's get the celery prepped. I love celery, guys, but I don't take advantage of it enough because, like I said, I happened to buy these, which were a little bit more money in Walmart. I just didn't feel like having to, I don't know. I just saw these and I picked them up. So these are a lot easier. I'm going to slice up all these. I love to have it ready to go so I can dip it. Like tonight we're having boneless chicken wings, so I want celery and carrots with love to dip it in the blue cheese. So I'm going to slice all these up. Now these are good because they don't have all this crap on them. So I'm just going to slice up the top, the ends off of them. I got my garbage bowl here. And these are they look fairly clean. I'm just going to wipe them just so if there's any little dirt on them. I'm not going to rinse them or anything. There's no reason to.
I'm not an expert, but that's not a bowl.
It's a garbage bowl.
It's a square.
Listen.
Listen what?
Listen.
What?
Cool it.
Huh?
Cool it.
Oh.
Go out and do your relaxing. Come say hello. Come say hello.
Hi.
God.
Hey, cool.
All right, guys. Let's get started. All right, guys. So let's get started with the celery. All right, guys. Guys, it's quiet. Jenny is down at my neighbor's house with a friend. Nice and peaceful. I had to get up and give Jenny and help Jen in the shower. Guys, let me tell you something. 55 years old. Let me get comfortable. 55 years old, and I'm leaning over the shower, washing up an adult child. Okay, not her fault, guys. Not her fault. She is who she is, and whatever. But it's just rough. It's rough. But I tell you guys, we got a shower chair, and it just changes the game. Changes the game. So much easier. Still very hard, but much, much easier. So anyway, this morning I did that. So that was a workout in itself. So I'm kind of exhausted from that. So I'm just going to sit and relax, nice and quiet in here. Hubby's outside under the gazebo relaxing. Julie's in her bedroom. Frankie's working. And the dogs are outside. And let's just get started on chopping. All right? Okay, so let's have a little chat while we cut. Let's see what we can talk about. What could we talk about, guys? There's a lot to talk about. I don't know off the top of my head. So I'm going to cut these like this. And then I'm going to cut them. So I like them almost like sticks. I don't know if I want them this big or I think I want them this big. Yeah. Probably more like this, but yeah. I'm going to put them in Ziplocs, but I'm going to put them And I'm gonna use the bags instead of containers because I just feel like they take up less room in the refrigerator, and I need stuff to take up less room. These look really nice and crisp, guys. Really nice and crisp. Love celery. I'm gonna cut these ends off here. And guys, like this stuff here, if you want, you could keep like to make soup. Like if you have a lot left ends of stuff, you can make broth with it, you know, and add it to your chicken broth or whatever. I don't know if I should cut them like this. Yeah, I think that's better. Well, this one is very long. Guys, oh, you know what we could talk about? Let's talk about this. I'm thinking about doing, guys, a segment on what series are really series are out now, like on cable and stuff like that. Rewatch. There's so many shows we have watched since this pandemic, guys, that have been so amazing. I'll name a few. Now, don't quote me on the places that you can find them. I'm not really sure yet. My husband's outside, so he knows what we watch them on. But there are so many shows that we have watched that have saved us through the pandemic. Just to name a few. Ozark, if you love like drug lordy that kind of stuff, amazing. Jason Bateman's in that. Gotta see that, guys. Dead to Me with Christina Applegate. So good, so funny. It's not on right now. They're doing the last season, but they haven't announced when the last season's coming. I think there was 4 seasons of that. Catch that if you want a really good show, guys. So good and funny. Sons of Arkany, I think that's what it's called. So amazing, guys. So great. You will love it. Watch it. Even the women watch that show. It's about a motorcycle gang and who they run the town, and it's just really good, guys. You will love that. Sons of Arkany. So good. What else? Okay. The ones we're watching right now, well, we just got finished with, guys, and I'm not even kidding. Homemade Tales. Guys, it is amazing. It's about the world, not the world, but kind of the world, but this whole colony of people take it over, and they make everybody what they want to do is they want to what's that word? They want to just have lots of children. So what they do is they kidnap people and they make them homemades, which is they want them to just produce babies for them. So guys, I'm telling you, I can't stress it enough. Watch that. It is amazing. So good. Homemade Tales. Please watch it. Then, guys, if you want a really funny show that's really amusing and really romance, and it's got this is how my daughter explained it to us, because she was watching it and she said, Mom, I can't explain it. All I can explain it is there's everything in it. There's romance, there's love, there's fun, there's sad, all of that in it. You have to watch it. Well, I'm watching it. We're watching it. It's so good. Jane the Virgin. Guys, I'm telling you, you will die. You will die. It is amazing. Jane the Virgin. So good. So those are the really good shows. There are some other ones. There was a couple more that we watched. I'm trying to think. What other ones? Oh God, they're of course they're off. I can't think of them now that I need to think of them. But those guys, those movies, so good. I'm telling you, you will not be able to. You will binge watch them. My daughter, she just actually binge watched Handmaid's Tale in like 2 days. That's how good it is. Okay, guys, so please watch that. So good. Comment down below what shows, if there's any shows that you watched that maybe I haven't watched that I would love to watch, and comment down below if you've watched any of the shows that I'm talking about. and how you guys like them. All right. Don't forget, I love when you guys comment. I love to interact with you guys. It's so much fun. So guys, listen. April. Hello, you're in June. June 18th, we're doing me and Jesse from the Hodgepodge Life of Jesse. Doing carnival foods, guys. So excited about that. I can't wait to do that. Love carnival foods, guys. Love it. And on the 20th, me and Jerry from Cooking with Neighbors are doing the Father's Day special, a meal that our dads like, one of their favorite meals. Not sure what I'm doing yet. It might be a baked dish. If not, it might be breakfast. I'm not sure, because my dad had a lot of favorite things. So I'm just trying to think of the best thing to do that would really honor him. So that's going to be fun. It'll be, what's the word? Nostalgic, and it'll be fun at the same time. Remembering my dad, our dads, and, just having that flavor of food in your mouth again, reminding you of the times that you spent with him and with them, and just a really, really nice thing. So we're gonna do that. Every month, Jerry and I are gonna we do one video. We're gonna be probably doing some more budget meals. We're gonna be doing all kinds of different things. So, but you can at least look for one video a month, but if not more. We'll announce those as we go, so you guys will know. But yeah, so that's what's going on with my channel. I'm like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of budgeting stuff, a lot of organizing stuff. Guys, if you've noticed, my channel is kind of like fly by night, okay? I mean, if you like a channel that doesn't really have specific things every single week, if you like to change it up, if, 1 week I'll do budget, 1 week I always do what's for dinners regardless, the majority of the time. Maybe once a week I don't do a what's for dinner. I do what's for dinners, I do budgeting, I do, clean, vlogs about my family and the outside and just what's going on in my life and all of that. That's what my channel is. It's just a everything channel, guys. That's what it is. So if you like that type of stuff and you don't like, and you don't mind planned, like, everything is like planned and on Wednesday you do this, and I try to do that sometimes where I'll schedule something for on one specific day. Not good at that, guys. Not good at that. I did a talk about it Tuesdays. That's kind of been different now. I did the international weeks. That's kind of off the chart now. So I just kind of switch it up, guys. I might go back to international week. I probably will. International week. So that and just a whole bunch of stuff, guys. That's my channel, and I do it as I do it as I go. I have a very stressful life. I have. If you guys are, well, let me say this, guys. While I have you, if you guys are new here, my name is Linda, and and my channel is called Create with Linda, which you probably know already since you're watching me. I am a mom and a housewife of. I have 3 adult children. They all live at home still. I have Jennifer, who has a disability, who takes a lot of care and takes a lot of time, and it's a very stressful life. We have Julie, who's just got her cosmetology license, and she just got a job, and she's getting on her feet to break out of the house, spread her wings, and we have her boyfriend who lives with us too. And so we got Julie and him, and then we got my son Frankie, who works at Best Buy and is doing really, really well, and is really going places. So I got all the kids here, but we live a very stressful life with Jennifer, and it's just really a lot of work and all of that. And my husband Bill, he worked at a bus company for 10 years. When the pandemic happened, they closed up, so they closed down the job. He was off for a while. He finally got a new job at a concrete company. He slipped and fell off of the truck, broke both of his rotator cuffs on his both shoulders, and he just had his second surgery about 5 weeks ago. So he's been out, but he had just gotten a job, guys, and he was on the job 3 weeks. And he fell off the truck. So he's been off now over a year. So he's home now, you know, recuperating and recovering and all that. So it's just, you know, us and a lot of stress. It's good, guys. You know, there's a lot of good to it, but, you know, everybody with being home with the pandemic and the stress of the COVID, and I had COVID, guys, and we all had COVID. I had it, and I got it bad. I had to go into the hospital. I had breathing issues, and I had to be on medication, IV medication for 5 days, and so I had to stay in there. And they caught it in time where I didn't have to be on a ventilator or anything like that, thank God. But that was an experience, so that's taken a kind of a really toll on us and stuff. But, you know, I'm just grateful that we're okay and that I'm okay and I came out of it okay, because I feel so lucky, because I know people who didn't and people who have had relatives that are in bad shape. God bless them all, and I pray for them every day. And, you know, so we're lucky in that way. But it took a toll. It took a toll, and I still, till this day, it was December, so January, February, March, April, May, June. It's 6 months, guys, and I still have issues from it. I have, my taste buds are very off still. They're not totally there. I would say they're about 70% there, so I still have, you know, some issues with that. My smell is basically there, but not 100%, and I just have some issues being tired a lot and just that kind of stuff. But other than that, you know, I'm okay. So I'm thankful for that. But you know, I have other health issues. I have diabetes, as you can see, guys. If you're new here, I wear this. This is what I put in my card count. And this right here is programmed, and it goes in there, and then it programs into this, and it gives me the insulin that I need. I fill this every 2 days. I put a new pod on. I fill it every 2 days. Put a new pod on, and it dispenses the insulin into my system. This way, I don't have to poke myself with a needle every time. So yeah, so that's so diabetes is a pain in the ass. It's in plain English. I hope I can say ass on this channel, because that's what it is. It's a pain in the ass. Very hard to manage, very annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So I struggle with that. I struggle with that every day, every month, every week, every year, and it's just rough. But you know, and I'm trying my best now to do better, and it's just a real, you know, I don't even know what to say about it, guys. I don't know what to say. All I know is that I'm trying to manage it, and so that's it. So that's what I have. Diabetes, no fun. But yeah. So and that's that's my channel, guys. You know, like I said, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There we go. See, now that's all prepped. Now, if I'm really hungry and I want to eat something, I won't go grab a cookie, you know, in the back. I'll grab salad. I'm going to try my best to grab, because I have to tell you, I am a big vegetable eater. Fruit eater, which fruit you got to stay kind of away from, even though they're natural, because they've had very, very high in sugar, natural sugars to them. But once in a while, I will have a peach. Once in a while, I will have an apple, or a piece of watermelon, guys, during the summer. So everything in moderation. You know, I have to take my sugars during the day, 4 or 5 times a day, and just make sure that my sugar's not really high, and then I can have a little something. You know, it's just it's all manageable. You just have to manage it, and it's not always easy to manage. It really isn't, especially with the way, you know, your lifestyle is. Like my lifestyle has always been food. Like food is just everything. Was always everything to our family, Italian family. Grew up with, you know, meals were planned by, you know, you came over and have a meal. You didn't just go over to talk. You go over to have a meal. You know, that's just the way some Italians do it, and that's the way we did it. So, food is love. Food is love, and that's the God's honest truth. It shouldn't be, but it is. So traditions and all that. Okay, so I'm getting off topic, but anyway, yes, guys, that's it. So now I have celery all cut up. I'm very excited about that. Let's get now. I'm going to put that celery, I think I have the container, the top to that container. Guys, the next thing I'm going to do, an organization video. I also do those videos. I don't know if I said that. I have, like, take care of your stuff is what my series is called. Clean up your stuff. I have a room back there full of Tupperwares tops that I gotta go through them, and I'm gonna get rid of most of them and just keep 10 ones that have covers. Guys, it's a mess back there. I'm gonna show you. I'm definitely gonna do that this week because there's covers that don't have the matches. It's crazy. So I want to do that. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna put these in. I'm gonna put this probably, keep that in there. All right, guys, I'm going to do the cucumbers now, okay? Cucumbers are my favorite, guys. Again, if you watch my channel, guys, you know that I only eat these cucumbers now. The English cucumbers, they're called English cucumbers, and there's another name for them. I totally forgot what the other name is. But these, guys, I'm telling you, once you have these, they're a little bit more money. Once you have these, you'll never go back to the other cucumbers. There's no seeds in them. They're amazing. Right now, as soon as I cut this, you could smell it. You could smell it in the living room. I'm telling you, the smell is amazing. Okay, so I have the plastic still on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut some long ways, I think. Now, you can leave the skin right on these. The skin is delicious. It's not hard. It's amazing. Okay? So I think I'm going to cut some in little strips like this. And then I'm going to cut some like... in like these, this way. So right now I'm going to do strips. I might cut these again down the middle if they're too wide. No, this is pretty good. You put them in. You know what? I think should I make them smaller? I never know, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut them down like this. Yeah. Do whatever you want to do, guys. Cut them however you want to cut them. All I have to say is that, guys, if I do this all the time, I'll be in good shape. Because this is really, really a good thing to do. And I don't do it often. I really don't, which I should. Because it helps, you know. I'm just really trying to be very purposeful on everything. And trying to figure out the best ways to do things to stay on track and all of that, guys. Because, you know, it's just, like I said, it's just not easy. It really isn't. But, you know, in the end, I want to see my grandchildren. And there are some days, too, that I say, you know what? I don't care. I want to eat what I want to eat. And I admit it, guys. I admit it. I get selfish sometimes. I'm self-centered. Sorry, guys. But 90% of the time, of course, I want to be here for my kids and my grandchildren. All right, so these I'm going to cut in little slivers for salads. Because we love them in salads. I got to buy more of these because this is not enough. We'll see how fast they go. And I can always pick up one or two during the week. So good, guys. Yeah, so I'm just trying to be very purposeful, guys. Trying to kind of budget and, you know, I tell you, it's really difficult. Like, I made out this whole food plan list and all this, and trying to think what I'm going to do here. Yeah. I made out this food plan list, and, you know, and I went to the store, and I was trying to budget for each store, and the budget just flew out the window. But I'm not saying the budget flew out the window. The plan flew out the window. I was definitely better on spending. I didn't overspend. I just, you know, guys, just buying what you need is expensive enough. Never mind stocking and all that. So, you know, I'm one of those people that likes to stock, and if I see olives and they're $1.49 usually, and they're on sale for $1, I'd like to buy 2 or 3. You know, so when I have the extra money to do that, and it's not so, the budget's not so tight, I can do that. But when I can't do that, I'll just buy enough for that meal. So like this week, I had to buy 5 cans of like those whole potatoes that I buy in the can, because that's how much for my feeds my family. So I didn't buy 7, I bought 5. And like I bought 2 cans of corn instead of 4 cans of corn. So that's how you can lessen up your spending too, guys, is just buy specifically what's for that week. Because it's hard for us because we go every 2 weeks. We do our main shopping every 2 weeks, but it gets very overwhelming. So this week I just did like a week's shopping, and then there's money left over. There's money left for the following week or whatever, because it just gets crazy, guys. And not only that, but I'm tired. I love to cook, guys. See, that's the thing. I love to cook, love to prepare, love to show you guys, love to video all that, but I have to do I have to do the least amount of work because my body is just not into it. My body's just tired. But guys, it also helps me. It also helps me to have something to be focused on, and I enjoy this. I love to do this. So it also helps me as much as I won't say hurt me. It tires me out, but what else would I be doing? If I wasn't doing this, I'd be sitting on the couch watching soap operas. Can't do it, guys. I got to keep busy. I got to, the more you do, the more you stay alive and all of that. My mom passed away at 60 years old suddenly of a blood clot in her lung, and her life was over in an instant, and she loved life. She loved life, enjoyed her life, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that. I want to be here. I want to enjoy my kids, my grandchildren. I also want that piece of cheesecake, though. So everything in moderation, guys. Everything in moderation. That's all you can do. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. So let's put these. Let me get my my little picker-upper thing. I never know what to call this thing. I forget what they call it. What is this called? You get it at the hardware store, but although they sell it in the regular Walmart and all that now. I forget what it's called. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put these. Should I put these in little bags or big bags? Because it's gonna take up a whole bag if I do it this way. Let me see if the little. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. Guys, I have trouble. I'm so indecisive. Just little bags. Comment down below, guys, if you're indecisive. Because I am. Yeah, let's put these. I'm gonna put these in here. I don't know if those are gonna fit. Nice and crispy and crunchy. So excited for this, guys, because this is just so perfect, right? Take all the air out. Make sure they're closed. Sliced cucumbers. I don't know if I'm going to fit all these in there. Yeah, I think they're gonna fit good in here. Oh, Cooper. Make sure you get all the air out. Yep. Okay. Guys, I went food shopping yesterday. I went to Aldi and we went to Sam's Club. I didn't show you the haul because I was exhausted afterwards. I was so tired. I just couldn't do it. So I'll tell you what we got though as I'm doing this. All right, this is garbage. I'm wondering if I'm going to keep this. Nah, I'll never keep it because I'll never do it. I know myself. I'm just talking to myself, guys. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm talking to myself. All right, let me do the zucchini. Now, what I'm going to do with the zucchini is I'm leaving the skin on the zucchini. See, now this zucchini is getting a little soft already, so I got news for you. I gotta use it soon. If I let it sit in there, I wouldn't be. I'm telling you, it would rot. It would rot. Trying to think how I'm gonna cut these now. There, I want to cut I love making like zucchini boats, like on the barbecue. They're so good. I think I'm gonna cut them like that, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it like this, down the middle. See, so they're fairly kind of thick, but not too thick. But I can put them on the barbecue like that, and they won't, you know what I mean? They won't like disintegrate. I'm just gonna cut a little bit of the skin off here, just so it's not so thick. There we go. See? I'm wondering if, yeah, I'm gonna cut it like that. Let's cut it down the middle. It's very important to have a sharp knife, guys. Perfect. Look, see? And this way they can go on the barbecue and they won't break up. But if you like you said, like I said, if you want to put them, this is still good. If you want to put them in your little barbecue tray, like I was showing you guys that I put my shrimp in the other day, that's good too. You can just cut them small and put them on the tray, and they'll cook. You don't have to worry about them falling through the the grates. So yeah. So let's cut this like this. Cut this like that. Like this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that like that. Middle. Yeah. I'm gonna cut a little. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this like this. I like them like this because I like them a little firm. I don't like them really soggy. So I like them to be like charred on the grill. They're just a little soft. They're not like, whatever, mushy. So I like them like this. That's perfect. So I'm wondering if what I should do as far as if I'll put them in a stir fry, if I should just cut them like this. I think I'm just gonna cut them like this. Yeah, because then if I need to, I could always cut them down. You know what I mean? If I need to put it in a stir fry, or whatever, I can always cut them down. I can make them like into strips if I want. So that's fine. I'm going to do that. Make sure you sharpen your knives, guys, before you do this. That's what I did. I sharpened my knives. All done. This is so good with a little teriyaki on the grill. Just even a little salt and pepper, garlic. Ooh, ooh. Lemon. So good, guys. I'm a vegetable eater. I really am. I'm a vegetable eater. I'm a fruit eater. Which really sucks for me because, like, I would do really good on the diet if I could eat fruit. But I can't. I wonder why. What? Oh, Brody's not out? Joe! Why don't you let Brody out? Brody's in the bedroom. It's a beautiful day out. I always wonder why God. Yes, why God? Do you ever wonder why God gives you the things that he gives you? I always wondered why I have two sisters and God gave my two sisters hair that I would have died for. I got my father's hair, which he had a curly afro kind of thing. Not afro, but just a curly hair. A head of curly hair. I got the curls, guys. I didn't get the straight, like, wavy hair that I always wanted. I wonder why God did that. I wonder why God gave me diabetes and not my sisters or my brother. I wonder why he made me short. I wonder why he made me have certain characteristics that I have, depression, all that stuff. You just wonder, even why, even a stranger, why did that stranger get that and I got that? You know what I mean? Why do things happen like they happen? Is that weird? I don't know, guys. I always felt like, why did I get the curly hair? I was so mad. Why did they have given me that hair? I wanted that hair so bad. But, no. But, they always say you're never happy with what you have. People have said to me growing up in years and years, I wish I had your hair, Linda. Why can't I have your curls, Linda? So everybody wants what they don't have. That's just the way nature is. Human nature is. So, I just wonder about it sometimes. Why things happen the way they do? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see. This is closed up. Let me make sure it's tight. Nice zucchini. You know what? I'm gonna get the marker and just put zucchini on these because the cucumbers look a lot like the zucchinis. I'm sure I'll know the difference though. All right, guys. Oh, I forgot the Sharpie. I'll get it. Zucchini, done. Oops. I'm gonna do the peppers next. Get the peppers done. So, guys, this is you know what I'm doing? This is a Talk About It Sunday with meal prep. That's what it is. Talk About It Sunday. Since I'm doing a lot of talking. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. A little bit about my childhood and stuff. Okay? Now, my mother and father were married, obviously. We come from the Bronx, Yonkers, that area and everything else. My mom and dad got married. They bought a house in a county in New York. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be too specific. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah. And they got married. They were together, I don't even know how many years before they got divorced. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember. And some things occurred, and they got a divorce. My mother remarried, so we had a stepfather. My mother had my brother, which is he's from the second father, and he's 12 years old, younger than me, and my sisters. So it was me, my sisters, and my brother came along much later, obviously. And we had a stepbrother too, who was my stepfather's son, obviously. He didn't really live with us that long. He lived with us a few times here and there. We lived in Florida when we were younger for 3 years, and he lived with us down in Florida. He was like on and off with us. So he was like my brother too, you know, my stepbrother, my brother too. To this day, he is like my brother. And so it was very traumatic when my mom and dad got divorced. I was only 5, guys, but it's so funny how you remember certain things when you were at a certain age. Like, I don't remember anything else, but I remember some, like, really traumatic things. Like, I'll never forget the night that my mother and father had a fight, like a big, big fight. And I remember my father carrying me out to the car because we were leaving. My mother and me and my sisters were leaving. We were going to my aunt's or something. And I'll never forget my father carrying me and just saying, everything's going to be okay. Everything's fine. Everything's okay, you know, and just comforting me and really, really very loving and very comforting. And really, I remember that. I remember him doing that. I also remember certain times when my dad, I was, when my Aunt Jerry used to have a swimming pool, and we used to go swimming in the pool. And I was always afraid of the water and very shy and just very reserved kind of girl. And my dad would take me in the water. And I would be so scared about him letting me go and taking me in the water. And I'll never forget, he used to hold me, and I could just see him holding me today and saying, Daddy's got you. Daddy's got you. That's what he would say. Daddy's got you. I'm not going to let you fall. I'm not going to let you drown. Don't worry. Daddy's got you. He used to say to me. I remember that, guys. So I remember that so much. It gets very emotional. It gets really, really emotional because there are certain things you remember and certain things that you don't even know you forgot. You know what I mean? But those are two really, really beautiful things that I remember of my father's comfort and love. And my father was tough. My father wasn't always the nicest man. My father had some cranky moments, and I can remember stories, and my mother would tell me that he would, now I'm not going to trash my father or anybody, but I'm just telling you stories that happened in our lives and, you know, happened with our parents. And my dad, he had a very big fetish over his eggs being not broken. Like he liked over easy eggs, and if my mother would break one, oh, the world would end. It would be a big calamity. So you couldn't break his eggs. You know, he had those type of things, and he could be very arrogant and sometimes nasty at times. He definitely got a lot better as he got older, and you know, by the time he died, he was a funny, loving, charismatic, just really, really great guy in his older years, you know. But he could be tough. My father, you know, wasn't very liked by some people. He really wasn't. I'm not ashamed to say that. That's just who he was. But he was a great father. We loved him. He was always there for us emotionally, physically, all of that. And you know, so I have some great memories. But you know, it was hard. The divorce really affected us. We didn't really get along too well with our stepfather, who is my father's brother, my brother's father. So of course I'm not going to trash him or anything. He was a nice guy and all that, and that's all I'm going to say about him. But you know how it goes when you have step parents. It's just natural to not be so into your step parent, and that's just the way it is. And then, of course, well, not of course, but my mom and him started having issues, and they were fighting. And I can remember waking up in the middle of the night as I was a teenager. I think I was 13, 14, and I hear slamming, and I'd go out to the kitchen, and my mother was throwing pots and pans at him, and they ended up getting a divorce. My brother was only like 2.5, and it was my mother, my brother, and me. And I was like my brother's caretaker because my mom was out working. He was a single mom. My mother had to work, full time, and I used to come home from school, take my brother off the bus, take care of him. I did everything. I was like his mother, literally. So yeah, I had memories of that. My brother and I were very, 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 very close. So it was just us three for a while. My sisters were in and out with their boyfriends, fiancés, husbands, and everything else, and just crazy, crazy, crazy life, guys. Crazy, crazy life. Really, really, really crazy. But very, very interesting. And there was so much good to my life and to my family. Like, we struggled, my mom and I, and my brother, we struggled financially. It was really, really rough. But we also had a very loving, extended family. We were on Sundays, we would go over. We were treated just like I told you guys, my aunt and my uncle would treat us like we were their own on Christmases. You know, if we didn't have a lot, we always had as much stuff under the tree that like their kids had. And we just had a really, really loving, happy, extended family life, guys. And we were really, really lucky in that way. So I feel very blessed and very lucky that we had all that. We had hard times, yes, but we also were very, very lucky. Very lucky. So yeah, so those are, I had great memories, and of course there are not so great memories, guys. That's just the way family goes. There are a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of, issues. I started with my depression at like age, I think I had to be like maybe 16, 17. I'll never forget one time I was really, really depressed. My mother came home and she's like, I said, Mom, I don't know, I don't know what's going on with me. And so she took me to the crisis center, and I don't think we got medicine. We didn't get medicine, but I spoke to somebody, and then I started going to talk to somebody. And so I started therapy. I had, like I told you guys, I've had depression for years, since I've been very, very young. Very, very young. And I'm going to try to get my pictures out in a couple of days and show you guys the pictures, like when I was younger. I was never chubby. I was always thin until about 18, and some traumatic thing happened in my life. It wasn't abuse or anything like that, so nobody think of that. It wasn't that. It was something personal that happened to me in my life that affected me to the core, that just changed my whole life around. And I don't really want to say exactly what it is, but it was emotional, and very emotional for me, and very, it just hit me really hard, and I don't know why. It was a certain relationship, and it just tore me apart when it was lost, and it just was really, really bad. So that kind of, I'm not making the excuse that that's why I ate, but yes, that's why I ate, because I got depressed, and I would come home from school and just feed myself, and I gained weight, and that's how all my weight gain started and all that. So there you go, guys. But I met my husband. I started working at Dunkin' Donuts as a finisher, which means I would go and frost the donuts and stuff the donuts. God, I loved it. I used to work at the counter, make coffee, do all that. Brody was at the baker. He was in the back baking the donuts, guys. He was young. He was like 14 years old. His sister worked there. They gave him a job at a young age, which he wasn't supposed to work, but anyway. And we started looking at each other, and he would throw donuts at me, and I would throw stuff at him. We started flirting and everything. And I was older than him. I'm 3.5 years older than him, so it was very, very hard because I was like debated for so long. I was 19, he was 15. So I didn't want to I didn't want to pursue him because he was so much younger than me. But everybody told me, you know what? You guys are older now. It's not like you're 12 and, you know, he was, 15. So the guys, yeah, we started dating, and that's the story. So we met at Dunkin' Donuts. I think I told you guys that story before. You guys, I've told you that before, that how we met and stuff, but yep, that's it. And, like I said, we've struggled. We've had some really, really rough times, but we had some great times, and I wouldn't have done it any different, guys. Very, very happy. So that's it. All right, so I got these peppers done, nice and crisp. See? So this excites me so much, you have no idea. Okay, let's get the lettuce going. Lettuce. The only thing that stinks about this is that I'm gonna have to wash it. That's the only thing about the bag lettuce is good, that you don't have to do that. But I have a salad spinner that I never use, ever, because I never have this kind of salad. I always mainly buy the salad in the bag that's already cleaned. Now I remember why I did that. Let's take off these old things. Now, this is good for rats, but that's not really good, this one. I think what I'm going to do, I'm trying to think. I'm going to put it in here. Kind of like this. Put it in here. Rinse it off, and then I'm going to put it in the salad spinner. All right, guys. I'm not even sure how to use this because I think I used this once before. I'm going to cut this like this. How do we do this? Is this how we do it? I have to go to the gym today. Okay, let's see. Oh, nice and... See, is there water in the bottom of this? Yeah, there's water in the bottom of it. Get the bag. Let me just do it one more time. It does seem still a little wet still. Whoop! Nice. Yep, there's a nice amount of water in here, guys. Ooh. What are you doing? My bratty daughter. My brad. I'm in a mess, guys. Look at this. What mess I So yeah, guys, we all have, bad and good in our life. Our parents weren't perfect. They plugged along and did what they thought was right, and my parents made a lot of mistakes, and, so I made a lot of mistakes too as a parent, and it's just, it is what it is. Everybody just does the best they can, and that's all. That's all they can do. And I miss my parents, guys. When my mother died, oh, God, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I didn't want to live. And I was, I had 3 young kids. My oldest was, Julie was 1.5. Jenny was, Frankie was 3.5. And Jenny was 5.5. And I just wanted to stay in my bed. And I'll never forget one day my aunt, who was my mother's sister, who recently just passed away about 2 years ago, said to me, shook me and said, Linda, snap out of it. She said, your mother would want you to be happy. You have young kids. You have a whole life ahead of you. She wouldn't want you to be depressed and sad in your bed the whole time. She would want you to be happy. And the minute she said that to me, it kind of woke me up, it's almost like it smacked me in the face, because that was my mother. Life was her, oyster. She loved life, was very happy, even though she struggled through life with everything, in the end, especially. But she loves life, guys, and she always was happy and smiling and laughing and really, really great. So it woke me up. So thank you, Aunt Jerry. I love you. You saved my life, too. I missed you so much. So, yeah, that's it. Wow, look at that, guys. Not even that much. Now, I'm wondering if I should save some of this for lettuce wraps. Oh, it's really... I'm going to put it in here like this. You think will it take the water out this way, too? Yeah. I don't know. Let me see if that worked at all. Yeah, it did, guys. It did. Look at this. I'm going to take a few of these. I'm going to save those for wraps. And these I'm going to break up for lettuce, for salad. Save these up for salad. And this Scotchy thing doesn't. It works pretty good, although it doesn't really. You have to really hold it down, but. Woo! Top doesn't like to stay on too well, but. Take one more little time. I want to make sure it's really dry because I don't want it to, I want it to last as long as it could possibly last. Okay. All right, so there we go. that. Look how fresh and nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a specific spot in the refrigerator. I'm going to clear out a spot for the refrigerator for all this stuff so I know where it is. Because nothing will be worse than not being able to find your stuff, which is very likely would happen in my house. That's what would happen. Alright. Okay, let's see. Get all closed up. Nice. Look, guys, see? Nice. Nice. Okay, these I'm going to put into... I'm going to have to put them in a big Ziploc because they're going to be too scrunched in the small Ziploc and they're going to break. Oh, sorry guys, I got nervous that the video shut off because I was looking, I didn't see the count, and it's because it's over an hour. This is a very long video, so I hope you guys are ready. All right, let's put this in. Probably saw panic in my eyes. That's because there was panic in my eyes. All right, guys, so now I'm going to cut the cantaloupe up. And I pray to God that this cantaloupe is good. Like, it smells really, really sweet, but I hope it's not bad. You know what I mean? I took a chance buying it. I figured, you know what? Normally, I wouldn't have bought it. Like, I wouldn't, if I smelled this and felt it, I would have been like, nah, this isn't good. But I bought it with the intention of eating it today. Like, cutting it up right away and eating it, because I knew it couldn't sit for 3 or 4 days. Forget about it. Okay, guys, ready? Drum roll. I know I have issues. Let's see. Look at that. Oh, guys, it smells so sweet. Let me get a spoon to get the garbage out of it. Do I have a spoon over here now? Oh, guys, it smells so sweet. I love cantaloupe, guys. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is why it's good to have a little garbage bowl or dish or container or whatever. Oh my God, guys, it smells so, so good. So yummy. I'm telling you, if you want fruit that you have to eat that day or the next day, go to Aldi. Because I'm going to call there and find out when they bring their produce in. That's what I'm going to find out, because I think that's probably when it would be the freshest, I would assume, right? You would assume that? I'm going to do that because I want to know. I want to know. Get all those seeds up there. All right. Okay, guys. And of course, guys, you know I'm going to taste it. I like to cut it off of the skin. Like that. Let's cut all that skin off. Cabbage. You know what, guys? This takes a little while. It's a little time consuming, but you know what? In the end, I'll be very happy, because I know that I'll have, just cutting some of these little pieces off. I don't want to waste any of it. In the end, I know I'll have something that I can just go to, you know? And that's what I want. This is garbage. Going to be the garbage because that other bowl's getting very, very tight. Okay, some here. Here. Pretty sweet, guys. Pretty sweet. Cut this one. Cut any of the little green pieces off. There we go. Get any of the green off. It's not good. Now I'm going to cut them like in little squares, like this. Squares, little squares, little squares, little squares, little squares. I'm going to cut them in the middle like that. Yeah, that's, I should have cut the other one off. Love cantaloupe, love watermelon. I tell you, I didn't buy watermelon because it's so high in natural sugar. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but grapes and watermelon are the highest, have the highest amount of sugar in them, natural sugar. They said eating one grape is like eating a teaspoon of sugar. Yeah, I'm telling you. I know, guys. So I rarely buy grapes, and when I do, I gotta be so careful because I could eat 10 at one time. You know, they're so delicious. They're so refreshing. It's bad. It really is bad. So I got to be careful with grapes. They said also strawberries have, you know, pretty high. Blueberries and raspberries are the best. Blueberries are the best, really. But they don't want you having a lot of those, a small handful. But, yeah, grapes are the worst. The worst. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. I'm going to take the celery, and I'm going to put the celery in a bag, and I'm going to put this in a container, because I'd rather the cantaloupe be in a container than to be in a bag. I just feel better that way. Put these in here. I'll tell you guys, I've been buying my garbage bags, my Ziploc bags, the big ones and the small ones at Sam's Club. It's just the type of thing where I don't have to worry about buying that every week. You spend more money. I get the big ones there. I haven't bought them in over, it's got to be 6-7 weeks, guys. I think they last like 2 months. I'm not kidding. They really last a very long time. So that's how I'm doing it from now on. It just pays. It really does pay. Sometimes you got to spend a little bit more at one time to you know, spend less money, if that makes sense. Certain things I buy there, certain things I don't buy there. Look, I hate these bags. I mean, I like these bags, but I like the slider ones better because I feel like you never really know if they're closed. But the slider ones also break, so it's like, which one do you know? Okay, this is closed. Double check that. Got the celery now. I'm gonna put this in here. This way it could stay in its own juice. Little celery particles. And I think as it sits here more, it'll ripen up too a little bit more. It's definitely very ripe. Not as ripe as I thought it was going to be, but cantaloupe is okay, I think, in moderation too. It's not really bad for, I'm not exactly sure. I have to check on them again. Little garbage, guys, see? This is a great thing to do. I'm not going to take credit for it because I learned it from Rachel Ray from The Food Network. Such a great thing. The only thing I do have here is the scallions. I'm just gonna cut these things like that and cut the ends off of these just like this. I'm gonna cut these in half. And I'm gonna put this in the bag. These stay nice and fresh. Love scallions, guys. Put these right in here. Love the way they smell. They smell so good. Okay. That's closed. I'm going to get rid of all this garbage and I'm going to get cutting the chicken up. So guys, here we go. Here's all my stuff. Going in the refrigerator now. I found a spot for it. I'm going to put it in and then I'm going to show you guys where I put it all. So this way, I know where everything is. And I'm going to give everybody orders in the house. Don't be moving any of my stuff. Because, like I said, I don't want to lose any of it. Because it's very likely in this house that it happens. Okay, so let's get it all in. These bears are annoying. They're not cozy. They really don't. And if everybody wants anything, I'm going to tell them, make sure you put it back. Let's show you guys. Here we go, see? Right there, right in front and center. So when I'm ready for them, they're mine. So guys, I made seafood salad the other day. Right here, I didn't show you guys because I've made it before on videos. But I'm just going to put it into a smaller bowl, because it's taking up way too much room in my refrigerator. And I just remembered this was in here. I gotta remember because I want it to be eaten. I have to remember Jen, she loves this. So good with crackers. I love it too, guys, but I like it with crackers. But now that I have the celery and stuff, cucumber, cut up, I'll use it to dip it in this stuff. Guys, make the seafood salad. Make it delicious. I got it all ready for the chicken. I'm going to get the chicken ready. Bring it over here. And start cutting the chicken. Alright guys, so I'm coming back on because I'm going to be starting to cut up the chicken. I'm cutting them in little chunks. I'm making Applebee's copycat chicken wings recipe. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is because this video is so long, I'm going to cut it off now. I'm showing you that I'm doing this. I'm going to come back later on a what's for dinner when this is all ready and prepared, and I'll do the what's for dinner. All right, guys. So right now, like I said, I'm going to cut the chicken. Only thing I'm going to do is bread it, which you guys know how to bread. I'm just going to bread it with the recipe, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit until it's time to eat. All right, guys? So I hope you guys really, really like this video. If you like this content, please hit the thumbs up button on the bottom. Thank you guys for listening and supporting me and listening to my rants and everything else. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the notification button with the bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload. All right, guys? I will see you very soon on the next video. Bye.